All right, so this is an example of counting techniques. So here we have serial numbers for a product are made using three letters followed by two numbers. Now, if the letters are taken from the first eight letters of the alphabet with no repeats, and the numbers are taken from the 10 digits 0 through 9 with no repeats, how many serial numbers are possible? All right, so what we have is we're going to be going and saying, okay, well, we have eight letters with choosing three, no repeats, and order matters. So we're going to have 8P3. And here we have 10 digits, no repeats, and we're choosing two of them. So that's going to be 10P2 because order matters because you're making a serial number. This is kind of a way we would do that. And so now we plug that into our calculator. And so now instead of combinations, we're going to go do permutations. So we'll have math 3. We'll have 8, choose 3 of the letters times, now will do math, and we'll do 3. Oops, not that one. Sorry. We're doing P's. What am I doing here? I'm hitting the wrong numbers. Math, and we want probability with permutation. So we want 8P3. There we go. Times math, and then 2. And then we had numbers were so it's 10P2, not point 2. So we get 30,240 possible numbers there. So that's going to give us 30,240 possible serial numbers where we have three letters followed by two numbers, and it's the first eight letters of the alphabet with no repeats, followed by the 10 digits with no repeats. Okay. Let's do another one real quick. Hopefully, we can get this done without having too much time. A company has seven senior and five junior officers. It wants to form an ad hoc legislative committee. In how many different ways can a four-officer committee be formed? So it's composed of, and now we want one senior officer, three junior officers, and then we want four junior officers, and then we want at least two junior officers. All right, so first one's first, A. We want one senior and three juniors. Okay. Now, does the order matter? They just say one on committee. They don't say it has to be in a specific order, so we're not going to worry about order. So, with one senior out of seven, so we're going to do 7C1, and we have five juniors. We're choosing three, so that's going to be a 5C3. Okay. So if we do that, what's our sharing our calculator say it's going to be? Well, we're going to have math. Now we hit the right one this time, hopefully. 7, choose 1 times math. And then we want 5, choose, and we had 3, I think, there. So it looks like 70 is going to be our value here. All right, so 70. So that's how many four officer committees with one senior and three junior officers. What about B? How many four officer committees with four junior officers only? Well, that's going to be 5C4. Okay. So when we do that, we plug that into our calculator, we're going to get the following. And we get 5, and let's try it and see if it'll do that with us. 5, 3, and we want 4, and we get 5 for our value there. So only 5 committees with the 4 junior officers. And finally, for C, how many 4 officers committees was that at least 2 junior officers can be done? All right, so we have to think about that. So we're going to have starting with 2, and then we could do 3, and then we could do 4. So if we do 2 to start with, that means we're going to have 7C2 because we could have 2 seniors. And then when that's going to be multiplied by 5C2, the 2 seniors, 2 juniors. And then we also could have 7C1 and 5C3. So we could have 1 and 3. And there's also possibility of 5C4. Okay, so we have to do all those, add them together. And so the only one we don't have is the C2 and in this format here. So if we take and do those, it looks like what we have is this one is going to be 70, this one's going to be 5, and so then the other one is going to be, I don't know. So let's go over here. And so we're going to do 7 math. Oops, too far. 3, 2, and then we're going to do math. Oops, did I hit the right button up? Nope. Math, and then we're going to do 3 again, and we're going to, whoa, what were you doing here? Okay, we'll start over. 7. What am I doing? I can hit the right button. I'll be doing good. 3. 7, 2, up, and then we'll have math, and then we'll have 3. Forgot to hit times. That's the problem. I going to do then the 2, and then up, and then times, and there we go. Math. Just have to hit the right buttons in the right time. 5, and then a 2. So that's 210, and we already said we had 75 plus the 210, so that's going to give us what, 285. So that one was 210, and we're add that to that to that, and we're going to get 285. All right, so easier said than done. Sometimes you can't type it in right and you don't get the right answer until you finally get the right answer by putting in the times button in between. All right, so let's stop there and we'll come back for one more or two more here.